All right. What's happening, everybody? I don't think I'll wait for people to get in here. I think I'll leave this to where people can interact with it after the live is over. You all can message me while this live is going. If you all have questions, a lot of that stuff is enabled for you to interact. When you're in, like and share, please, while this live is going. It helps me out, and you never know, it could help somebody else out. So if you support me, go ahead and make that happen. I know I got a few followers. Actually, matter of fact, I don't really know how to invite all, but I'll do something. I think this works. All right. All right. So, took a lot to actually go through with this. I actually wanted to do this at the beginning of the month. I need to go ahead and get this thing shaved and cut. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to do this at the beginning of the month, but I did not feel like doing that. And to be honest, I still don't personally feel like it. Well, I won't say I don't, but I'm not as, there with it. It's a touchy subject. I won't say touchy. It's a very different topic for me, from personal experience and from being in the proximity to situations of such, when it comes to suicide or mental health awareness, those type of issues. I am a major proponent, an advocate for mental health and, suicide awareness. I believe people should be more heard, understood. I think these type of subjects should be talked about a little more. This isn't a faith-based live. I'm not even gonna hold you up. I'm not about to be sitting up here telling you Jesus is, Jesus that. This is the whole the questions that I have are, for the most part, everyday conversation type questions when it comes to this topic or subject. What's happening, Brody? But yeah, so like I said, this is a very touchy subject for some. It's a subject that I believe needs a lot of attention. I won't say a lot of attention, but I believe it needs attention. I believe that it does not get the attention that it deserves until these type of, situations come about, these situations happen, or when it's Mental Health Awareness Month, or Suicide Awareness Month, or Veterans Month, or Veterans. Well, I wish veterans had a month to themselves, but Veterans Day. How about that? So yeah, like I said, a little swift introduction to me, because I don't know how many followers I have in here that are actually in here. I know how many followers I have on the page, which is one of the reasons why Facebook allowed me to create this page, create what you all see now as far as questions, being able to answer questions in the messages, being able to, have polls, all this other stuff. And yeah, it's, it's to all the followers. If you're there to actually support, or if you're there just to watch and lurk, arrivederci. Anyways, all right. Like I said, my name is Kenneth Wise. Y'all should know that. Kenneth Earl Wise. Earl is my middle name, but let's not go there, because yes, I know it was a TV show, so let's not. Okay. Yeah. I had enough of that growing up when it was a prominent TV show in my middle school years. But 26, born and raised Detroit, Michigan. Currently residing in the great state of Georgia, in Decula, Georgia. Very soft and subtle and silent, quiet place. So, yeah, I have a few questions. I have some questions and stuff like that, and I plan to answer them as much as possible. May be personal, may get very personal. You never know. If you all can hear me, I would appreciate, you giving me a, speak, say, say what's up, all that good stuff. Lets me know that, for one, you all can hear me and that I'm not sitting here talking and rambling on for no exact reason. And two, it lets me know that I have active people that are active and, this topic is something that they care about. Yeah, let's go. So I have one question. The first one of the questions I have right now is what's happening, real? What has been the most challenging moment in your mental health journey, and how did it shape your perspective on life? That's deep. All of these is deep. What has been, I think I'll start with this part with the A clause. What has been the most challenging moment in your mental health journey? I will go, the past couple of years have probably been the darkest I have ever seen when it comes to my mental health. What's become the most challenging is being alone. And, yes, married, family, all these people, so many people say, hey, everybody's around you. You got so many people you call family. I call people there. I call very few people family. I may, I'll call you bro and sis and stuff like that. But when it comes to people I actually consider my family, anyways, so it's been challenging because one thing, I made the post the other day. One of the biggest things I've learned when dealing with mental health, is, many of us can relate to this, whether it's people who deal with mental health or not. One of the biggest battles is being surrounded by so many people and still feeling like the only person, period. Like you're like only person alive, only person around, only person in the room, and still feeling completely lonely. And most of the time, it's not because of an actual presence. Like a physical presence does not make a person not feel lonely. Like I said, you can be in a room among so many different people and still feel like the loneliest person in the world. When it comes to stuff like that, I mean, it's just like, can we relate? Can I trust you? Can I talk to you? Can I pour into you? Can you pour into me? Like that's, if anybody knows me personally, ministry wise or just naturally, I care about wisdom. I care about knowledge. I care about growth. I need to be around value, people who see value in me, people who see, that they can pour in me. Yeah, that is a big thing. That is a big proponent. And it's been a challenge for me, honestly. I love those of you who I have called family through the years, or, I consider, who I've loved on. I don't know how well y'all can hear me. So if y'all don't mind, let me know if I'm coming through clear or not, if you can hear me, that would help. But anyways, I love people, period. Like I love people, people look at, and that's why I say, you got to get to know me personally. Like you got to know me to know that I'm me on Facebook and I'm still that same person in person. But I'm more personable. I'm able to be a little more goofy. I'm able to be a little more slow. Like if you know me, don't take me in public. Like it's just that simple. At least if you don't want to be embarrassed, like you don't want to be like walking around like, oh my God, it really just said that, like don't be that person. You just I'm gonna just give you a heads up. Like don't take me out. Like we not going to certain places. Anyways, so yeah, that's been the most challenging thing. as far as how did it shape my perspective on life, it hasn't. Like I will honestly say, I will honestly say that mental health isn't what shaped my perspective on life. And I'll just leave that there. Okay. What was this? I haven't really connected with too many people. Like I'm there, but I'm not talking to people like that. People there, like I'm pretty sure there are people there that can relate. But I know the reason why I'm there. So I'm pretty sure I'll find them. I'll find my village. That's what matters. Like really, that like, bruh, yo, like I can't emphasize this enough. A village that you can trust, a village that you know won't breach your vulnerability, a village that you know you can trust is so vital. Like and sometimes it takes trial and error. And sometimes it takes, and I know I'm telling you this from personal experience, like it takes trusting in somebody to watch them destroy your trust or, destroy that sacred, that feeling of trust and family with them just to realize like, yo, screw you, guy. Like like I said, we ain't about to be talking about Jesus in here. Some of y'all may say, oh, that's heresy, all that, whatever. Do what you got to do. I'm a rock the way I rock at the end of the day. You literally gotta, like, sometimes it takes being vulnerable to realize who you can and can't be vulnerable with. Like, there are people that will never hear from me a day in their life again because of the things that I literally had to go through with them, the things that I saw, the things that they said in a snarky way concerning things that I've already said to them, concerning my life, concerning my battles, concerning my, life's vicissitudes when it came to growth, period. Like you're not going to hear from me again. And it's not that I hate you. I don't hate people. I don't like it. If it get there, I may be on, I may be, grudging for a minute, but I just believe in giving people grace, period. I don't, that's just me. I believe in grace. That's the big thing. What is it? What did Jesus say? Blessed are the merciful, for they, I know I said it in a religious thing, but that's just me. Like, I gotta show people like, yo, I don't care. Like, and this stuff going to mental health, like this is probably going to be a topic. I don't know all these questions, but I'm pretty sure this is going to come up. Bro, people with mental health, some of these people come dealing with mental health because a lot of you Negroes, and this ain't just the church, just a lot of you Negroes have double standards. You have selective grace. Okay? Let me say it again. You have selective grace. You give grace to one thing. You give grace to this and that and all of that. But this thing, oh, you out. This thing, oh, you out. Oh, like when I tell you the people that I've learned not to be vulnerable around wasn't just cut off like that. It was literally like, hey, I don't like the way you just moved at all. I don't like the way bro, some of y'all in here know me. I'm gonna tell a ninja real quick, like, I don't like the way you just moved, bro. Or sis, like, it don't matter. Like, I know, anyways, I'm gonna tell you that. But a lot of these people that's dealing with mental health are tired of being in circles where it seems like you being so loving and so caring and so showing so much favoritism towards other people. But then when it comes to this, oh, because my name ain't this, or because I'm not this, or I ain't got this, or I'm not brown nosing and all this other crap. I'm not you know, I'm not worth being talked to. I'm not worth being to figure out, like, I'm not worth a, hey, what's going on with you, man? How you doing? How you feeling? You know, like, so anyways, let's move along. What was that? What was that? Love you too, bro. All right. Question number 2 is, can you share a specific coping can you share a specific coping mechanism or practice that you found particularly helpful during tough times? I love music. I love music. Music is my place. I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. Music is my quiet zone. Like, I will put my headphones in a quick at work, or I will turn music up on the TV and stuff like that in a quick, because music sometimes brings my mind down. Of course, it matters what music I listen to, because I can't throw on Doughboy's Cash Out and be like, man, I'm about to chill. Because 10 times out of 10, 9, I ain't gonna say 10, because that's, you know, sometimes you got to check it. But 9 times out of 10, my mind ain't gonna think about Kumbaya. My mind's gonna think about, hey, yo, this a nice door you got. Be ashamed if somebody kicked it down. You know, just being funny, not a real situation. But like, seriously, like, it matters what music you listen to. So for me, my coping mechanism and practice is music. Music and writing, not just theology. Like, I don't know if you all saw the 2 poems I've put up on Facebook already, but I pour me into a lot of stuff, like even music, or some of the music I listen to. Like, if you know me, or I don't know, nobody does know that about me, but the main music artist I listen to is commissioned. NF. I don't know if you all know who that is. NF is like dope. That nigga, that guy, that man has skills. All right. I love their music. Commission, Derek Brink, some of the songs from Commission, some of the songs from Derek Brinkley, some of the songs from NF. Who else do I have? There's a group called Demon Hunters. I believe that's their name, but they're Christian heavy metal. So yes, that is a part of my coping mechanism, because a lot of I listen to people's lyrics. Like, I am a lyrical person. I love lyrics. That tells me everything I know. So yeah, and just singing, like, some of the music I've written has been in times where I was just like at my wit's end, like I was breaking down. Like, that's my coping mechanism. There is a song by, and y'all know, like I said, my voice ain't been the best these past couple of years, but we'll get into that later. There are reasons for that. It was by Commission. There's a few songs by Commission that I can tell you was my thing, but the main one was Hold Me. When I tell y'all, I was listening to that song like, so yeah, I need you to hold me for real. Like, you know, for real. There was a part where he was like, I have heard so many times, let the weak say I'm strong. I'll be the first to admit I find it hard to hold on. Oh, so weary. I don't always want to fight. I need you, Lord, to console me. Defeat I must deny. Hold me safely in your arms. Hold me from all harm. Hold me safely in your arms. Anyways, so yeah, like songs like that. Songs like man, like so many of them. There are various songs, like not even just commissioned. I'm talking about NF. A song, Derek Brinkley, The Winans, Demon Hunters. Like I don't know. It's a lot. Like that's really my coping mechanism. So yeah, and guns. They're very therapeutic. Sorry if you think I'm a little touched, but you know, doom, 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 touch. All right. Anyways, and comedy. I love laughter. Like laughter is really medicine for the soul. It's probably why I'm a little special. Let's see if we got any questions. My brother David. Okay, nope. Oh wait, I got to see it. My bad, y'all. Am I able to see the question? Oh yeah, submitted questions will go here. None. No submitted questions. All right. 3. Question number 3 is, how do you feel your mental health struggles have affected your relationships with, I don't even know if I feel like, all right, I ain't gonna check it out now. How do you feel your mental health struggles have affected your relationships with family and friends? This is very personal. But anyway, I'm a very personal man. I was always a family man. Like, I ain't gonna hold you up. I love family. I love the idea of a structured family, of course, but I've always been a family man, dysfunctions and all. Until the past 5 or 6 years. Like, I don't know how long it's been since my grandmother has been gone. But I know she left May 4th. That's like, it's always gonna be embedded in March 4th. Sorry. March 4th. Anyways, yeah, my grandmother left, and I don't know. After that, I would say that I would honestly say that's probably the pinnacle of my mental health. When my mental health really like skyrocketed and just started going to craps. I would say it's affected it a lot, but I don't think my mental health is the only aspect that affected it. I don't really care who gets upset, but I'm gonna tell y'all this whole toxic family ideology and thinking it's okay to say whatever you want to people just because they're your relatives. Like, I gotta deal with you, your cousins, brothers, sisters, aunties, are like, that's bull. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I block people, and I just expeditiously, like my boy T.I. said, like the dude T.I. said, expeditiously. But I do think my mental health has played some aspects in it because I lash out. To be completely honest with you, I do indeed lash out. That is a thing. And sometimes, and you know what? I say this because, like I said, I don't believe in justifying toxic activity or, disrespect, name calling. I don't believe in doing none of that junk. It was a thing growing up because we thought it was funny, because we thought it was okay. We thought it was, cool. Fun and stuff is one thing, but, disrespect and like completely belittling somebody is a whole nother thing. And of course, in reality, you got to blame it. You got to put the blame on the older generation, but also the fact that what the type of culture we live in, that, that certain things is just like, oh, it's ha funny. Like, no. As far as friends, I won't say like my family or friends really saw so much. Like I said, there's exceptions, but I won't really say that they saw so much of my mental health. Like, I think everybody knows, like, since throughout the past few years, my mental health has went down the drain, like 100%. I won't say 100%, but like a great percentage of people have saw that firsthand. And especially with, past, it's just been a long few years. Like, I just say it like that. Like, people can break down, the height and the depth of when when it started, how you were for this period of time, and where you went to, along the lines. So yeah. Let's see what else we got. Are there any misconceptions about mental health that you wish people understood better? Y'all got to stop telling people to reach out. Like, yes, I agree. And I'm going to hold I'm going to hold us accountable. We definitely need to reach out. But some of y'all be like, oh, I wish they would have just reached out. Nigga, I've tried to reach out to you before, and bro, I can't stress this enough. If I call you, I'm pretty sure it's for something serious. I don't like talking to people on the phone for sure. But I'm barely good at texting back these days. Like, you get a text back from me 2 weeks later. Okay? But that's one misconception about mental health that I need y'all to get rid of. Like, it's not that we don't want to reach out to somebody. It may be the fact that we don't want to reach out to you, but the idea that we don't want to reach out is not a thing. Like, some of us are internally, and I'm telling you this from, like, God honest truth, from experience. Some of us want to reach out. Some of us are screaming internally, wishing we had somebody we can just reach out to. We know for a fact they're going to pick up the phone. Like, we know for a fact they're going to pick up, and there's no question about it. Like, we are screaming inside like, bro, I just need that one person I can trust every time. No judgment, no criticism, nothing but love and wisdom and help. Like, they're, the ones that be calling just looking for pity, like, talk to them. Try to talk to them. Try to get them to hold them accountable. Like, that's another thing. Hold us accountable. But if you realize, like, that's not the thing that they own, like, they just want to, they just want to have a pity party. So I'm just being honest with you. Move along, because you're going to drain yourself for real. I've been down that road, literally, trying to help people out, and they just don't want to go nowhere in life. They don't want to see themselves better. They don't want to grow. They don't want to get it together. Like, for the past few years, I have been trying, like, even way before. Listen, when my grandma left, boy, let me tell you something. That first year was hard. Okay? Not being able to call my grandma, not being able to hear her voice, all this stuff. Like, listen, I'm telling you, that junk was hard. So that's a common misconception I want y'all to get rid of, and I wish y'all understood better. Some of us want to reach out, but we don't know who to reach out to. And some of the ones we try to reach out to, who we think we can reach out to, y'all don't answer the phone. Y'all don't text back. Like, y'all should know me by now. I'm not asking none of you Negroes for money. If I'm calling you, I'm not asking you for money. It's very possible I just want to check and make sure you all right. I just want to know, you good. I like, for the people, there are people in my life, I want them to know I appreciate the fact that you exist. I appreciate the fact that you consider me your family in the first place. Or even if you don't, the fact that you even take the time to talk to me sometimes. Like, that's a thing. I don't care who you are, bro. Like, you can be the goddamn president of the United States. I'm going to still treat you like the goddamn homeless man on the street. I'm going to show you love. I'm going to talk to you like you my own family, but I'm not about to sit there and idolize you. That's not a thing at all. Because we all bleed red at the end of the day. And we all got to pay bills at the end of the day. You just got the ability to pay more than me. Maybe. So anyways, yeah, that's a misconception about mental health. I wish people understood better. We do want to reach out. I would say let me see. What other misconception is it? Yeah, that's the main one. Let's go on to question 5. Let's see what we got. I don't know if I'm gonna try to read this and see if I can understand it, because I'm better off understanding it after I've read something. But the question is, what role do you think vulnerability plays in maintaining your mental well-being? I don't want to ignore this question for real, but I don't think I understand for real. I don't think I 100% understand this question. For y'all that are joining, I really appreciate y'all. I would really appreciate y'all sharing and liking and stuff. Like I said, even if you don't need it, so you never know, it may come across somebody, and maybe I'll be able to help somebody else, let them know that they ain't the only one in it, and that that I understand, and somebody understands them. I think I'm gonna come back to this question, because I don't think I understand it yet. Maybe I'm a little slow, or maybe it's late because I've been working all week. I think this one already answered. Can you share a specific coping mechanism that you found during tough times? Yeah, music, singing, writing. All right, another one. Hold on. Let me see. Actually, y'all was trying to update my computer. I hate that. Let me see. All right. So one of them. All right. So here go another one. Can you share a time when you isolated in your feelings, and how did you navigate that experience? I think that might go along with the first one I actually touched on, but I'll still answer it. Thank you. I love flannels. Let me see. Can you share a time when you felt isolated in your feelings, and how did you navigate that experience? I think this might go what I said with one, but like I said, music is everything for me. Like, I love music. The music I've written sometimes in my most darkest places. Though I don't think the world will ever get to hear it, because I am not musically inclined. I can't play. And I don't have access to people that would probably try to help me, push the music, because maybe it's become a competition. I don't know. But anyways, a specific time, I can't think of. I won't say I can't think of, or I can't think of one right now. I'm pretty sure there are definitely moments where in specific times. But what I will say is, whenever I've felt isolated in my feelings, because sometimes, and this is another thing, like, sometimes we can't. You know what? That's another misconception. We don't always know what we feeling. Like, asking what's wrong specifically is not a thing. Like, sometimes that's just not. Like, sometimes we do not know what's going on. Some of us who deal with mental health, some of us who deal with suicidal ideation, or whatever that crap is called. From experience, we don't always know what we feeling. Sometimes it may be rejection. Sometimes it may be doubt. Sometimes it may be fear. Sometimes it may be feeling lonely, abandonment. Like, sometimes we never know. And some people never know because they don't know how to identify these emotions. And that's what makes mental health more dangerous, because not everyone knows how to identify with their emotions. They can't identify automatically. Oh, I'm feeling angry, or, well, I won't even say angry, because angry is very, noticeable. I'm feeling depressed, or I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling, whatever, because sometimes that stuff comes, like, being sad and being angry sometimes can be misconstrued, depending on how that person shows their anger or shows their sadness or whatever. So However, whenever I felt isolated in my feelings, one of the things, like I said, I will sing. I will probably go to music, because music helps me. Like I said, it helps me clear my thoughts. Um, it helps me clear my thoughts, and it just, it puts me in a place where I can think. Like sometimes, like even writing, like I said, the poems I've written, the two poems that I shared, they were from a place of, just some of them were just how I felt, like something that may have been on my mind, a concern, or, like one of the, matter of fact, Dark Mind of the Soul, I wrote after one of my attempted suicides, and that was last year. And you know what? Because somebody, like I said, share this because it may help somebody. I'll say this. I'll talk about it somewhat. I don't have the pic. Well, I don't know how to, share the picture to the screen right now. I don't think I have that type of setup, but, yeah, I was out of it. I was done. I was over it. I really just wanted to be out of here. I was just tired, tired, and I was ready to go. I left home, left my wallet, left my phone, and the only thing I had was my gun. And I was ready to end. I was ready to end my life. Like, I was definitely there to unalive myself. That was the goal. That was the intention. I know some of y'all might be a little emotional with them words, but like I said, I'm not a whatever. I don't know. Like, that was hard. Yeah, that was a thing, and yeah. Anyways, I will just leave it there. That was the goal, and I remember. I don't even know everything that took place in between, because I remember when I got to where I was, the park was secluded and all this stuff. My intentions was to unalive myself. And like I say it to this day, I never intentionally fell asleep. I don't remember falling asleep. Like, all I remember was getting a knock on the door from the police officers. And then minutes later, my little brother and his squad car, along with his sergeant, pulled up. But I don't remember falling asleep. My goal was to unalive myself, and somehow I literally fell asleep. Like, I was out of it, and it wasn't even a tired. I wasn't even this was on a Sunday. So yeah, that's how that went. Anyways, isolated in my feelings. Like I said, music. But another way I navigate some of those experiences. Movies are lit. Like, I like movies. Like, sometimes you'd be surprised. Like, movies may take, if it's a movie you never saw, it might take your mind off of that for a long while, or it might just take your mind off of it, period. Like, you may just literally enjoy that movie because you enjoy the suspense. Like, every movie to me is a suspense. Every movie is a comedy as well. But, every movie that I'm just now seeing that I'm just watching for the first time is a suspense. Or even if it's a movie that I love, I love the Halloween collection, I love the Conjuring collection. I love the Notebook. What's the other one? The Fault Within Our Stars, or Beneath Our Stars. I forgot which was the title of it, but certain movies, like, that's another, that's how I navigated some of those experiences. Let's see what the next one is. What's this? Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who is hesitant to seek help for their mental health? Just do it. Like I talked about earlier, one of the hardest parts, is being vulnerable. Like being vulnerable is very hard. Like that, and that's not even just for people who deal with mental health. Like being vulnerable is a hard thing for humans, period, for us, period, because we are literally we're literally fighting to put our trust in somebody that we don't know, or maybe somebody that we don't know how they'll handle how we feel. So my advice to someone who wishes to seek help because they're dealing with mental health, just do it. Go to somebody you trust and see if they know someone, or just talk to them. Like I said, sometimes in order to find a village, you have to be vulnerable, but you also have to have the ability to disconnect. Like I'm not taking pride in it, but I'm definitely very good at that. Like a lot of people, some of y'all just be lurking my page. And I'm not talking about nobody in this page. Some of them be lurking my page. I'll put that in a better wording. Some of them be lurking my page, but I just never again. You're not family. Like I don't see you as family. Like I said, it does not mean I hate you. It does not mean I'm going, be on your, be like that in public, because I love people. Like I said, like a lot of the things that I do, a lot of the training that I'm, pursuing and have in my, under my belt, is because I care more about, protecting people, innocent, the innocent, and then just people in general. Like that's just me. But like I said, when the battle with mental health is finding those people that you can trust. Like I'm telling you this from a personal experience, bro. Like I like, bro or sis, that's the hardest part, is finding somebody you can trust, finding somebody you can just be vulnerable with and be like, okay, they're not going to take advantage of me. They're not going to, try to destroy my name. They're not going to try to destroy my character. They're not going to, push me deeper into a hole of mental, of my mental health spiraling out of control. Like, just do it. Find the best way. Like, and if you can't find it amongst your own circle, go to therapy. Like I was in therapy for the longest past couple of months. I was in therapy because I needed it. Like I've needed therapy for the longest. I've done therapy once before when I got out of juvenile, the juvenile detention center in Michigan. Back when I was like 16 or 17. And I had a therapist, but I hadn't had one since. Like I've talked to people, I've talked to my leaders. But like just recently is when I've had, because of the, battles in marriage and battles in my life, all these things. Like I'm like, therapy is something I've long neglected. And some of it has been more so like, it's helped me get to a place of self-reflection. And that's another thing about mental health I want y'all to realize. Like, mental health ought to bring some self-reflection. Like, it ought to make you question question a lot of things. Like, make it question who your peoples truly are, what your motives are in life, like what your desires of life are, and all that stuff like that. Like mental health ought to, bring you under it ought to make you do some self-evaluating for real. So yeah, like, I don't know if anybody else got any questions, but, like I said, from on one end, like us who deal with mental health and us who deal with suicidal ideation or have dealt with it, it is imperative. It is imperative for you to, for one, allow some accountability in your life. But it's also imperative for you to find a village. Find people that you can trust, because everybody you cannot trust. I promise you, there are people I do not trust. There are people that be asking me, be telling me, if you ever need to talk, come talk to me. And sometimes it's because like a lot of the things, if I told y'all half the things I have dealt with in life from a young child, and I'm talking about a young child, 5 or 4, like if I told y'all a lot of the things I've dealt with in life, you would look at me like, are you okay, bro? I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you no, honestly. But from experience, it's also gonna be them side eyes. Like I have, especially, like I said, this ain't no religious live, but church folk. And I'm just leave it at that. The ones that ain't got Jesus, but are trying to claim Jesus. So yeah, that was about all the questions I got. For now, maybe I'll do a part 2 because we already about an hour in. I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't know what else I have to say. There's a lot on my mind essentially about this whole topic. Like I said, suicide awareness month is personal to me because, of course, I survived a suicide attempt some years back. Not even talking about the one from last year, but years before that. And then I also lost people that I care for to suicide. Posted it on social media last year. I lost my little brother, killed himself. And I took it hard because I felt like I could have did more. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I can talk about with this, but like for the most part, I think vulnerability, wise vulnerability. Like I said, you can't be vulnerable with everyone because you can't trust everyone. And just, everybody has different mechanisms of coping. Like some people, I know people who paint because, they can express their emotions through painting. I'm not that good. Like I'm more of an abstract Van Gogh painter or something. There's another guy. He was an abstract painter back in Van Gogh's days. And he actually used Van Gogh. He actually looked up to Van Gogh as a mentor. So yeah, I think that's about it, y'all. I appreciate y'all that did come on here. I don't know how many people, if anybody, did actually share it. But I hope what I've said will reach somebody and they'll hear it and they'll ingest it and they'll just, it'll just be there. It'll just be there for them. Like it'll help somebody. That's what I hope. I hope this thing helps somebody. I hope this whole thing helps somebody. And for y'all that maybe just coming in now, like if you got questions, you can feel free to message them to me. You can literally send me a message on Messenger right now while I'm live. But send them to me. I may do another one. But to those who are dealing with mental health, those who are dealing with suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts, stuff like that. Like, for real, your life matters for sure. Like, I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care how bad your child, well, I won't say I don't care. I don't like using that phrase. I understand people may tell you that. I understand that you may look at how bad your life was growing up, all this stuff, but that does not remove your value at all. Like, that does not remove your value as an image bearer. Like, that does not remove your value as a person who has a calling in life. Like, feel free to message me, but every human being has a call on their life, has a calling for life, has a reason for life, has a reason for living. You were not created out of nothing, with no reason at all. Like you did not have an abstract creation at all. There was a set purpose in mind concerning your life, a set level of achieving or reaching or possessiveness, possessing a specific, possessing a specific, possessing a specific place or mindset. So you matter, like for real, you matter. Don't let nobody tell you you don't matter. Don't let nobody tell you your life is worthless. Don't let nobody tell you that, you just, you helpless. Like, don't let nobody tell you that for real, because guess what? They matter, but what they saying don't at all. What they saying to you does not matter at all. So if this is you, like for real, reach out. Like I said, I'm telling you, this is my word of wisdom. Like, this is literally my word of wisdom right now. Sometimes the only way you can know who to be vulnerable with is finding out who not to be vulnerable with. Yeah, I don't care what caused your mental health. Well, like I said, I'm gonna try to do my best to stop using that. But I understand there may have been some more adverse and traumatic situations that may have caused your mental health. But there's help. You deserve help. You deserve peace. You deserve a sound mind. Anyways, so I think that's it, yo. I think that's about it. I don't know how long I went, but I mean, it's probably about an hour because I started at 9:32-ish. Listen, reach out, and do whatever you got to do, but do not stop fighting. Do not stop fighting. You only lose when you stop fighting. You literally only lose when you give up fighting. When you stop putting in your all, when you stop checking in, when you stop looking at yourself in the mirror, encouraging yourself to keep going, that's when you lost. So, it's been real. I hope this encourages you. I hope this reaches somebody, and it does what hopefully it needs to do for them. So,
I ain't never had a love like this that stands through time. A love that warms my heart and makes me shine. A love that heals my heart and calms my mind. And apart from you, it's a love I never find. Yeah, you gave me life and you gave me strength, but you gave me peace when it seemed so dim. You told me trust in you and I'll see the end. So until I'm gone, I'll sing this hymn.